Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Alright, I sound pretty loud and clear. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to a stream of Genshin Impact. We haven't done this in quite a fair bit. I've been trying to get my spark back. I haven't had it recently. Or by recently, I mean yesterday. I can feel myself declining the previous day, too. Which is part of the reason why I chose to read a Goosebump book. And that went well. That helped, well, it didn't reignite my spark, but it helped me keep going despite not having much of it. Because it's entertaining. But I'm hoping this might help a little bit. If not, oh well. I'm also hoping the admin mode doesn't mean that it's going to be a bitch. Because we're in low-tech mode technically, and I don't know how admin mode's going to behave with that. So, you know, this is sort of a test run of sorts. We don't have YouTube Studios running, so it shouldn't run into that issue. But we're going to see if this works at all. So, with that being said, last time we did Genshin, it was the end of the recent story chapter. So, yeah. A little bit has happened in between then and now. So let me take you over there and show you what I've got. Alright, so. Also, let me know if the sound is too loud or too soft. In terms of people, we got Cloud Retainer. We're still technically working on a little bit. Not by much anymore, because we've been getting good progress on it. But she needs better artifacts. I think this was the suggested one. Veneers? No, this isn't the suggested one. Why are people running this? Animo and Swirl. Really? The hell do I have equipped to her? This is songs of skill damage. Okay. Why did I put this on her? Was it just the only one I had? Well, it's clearly not gonna cut it. Songs of Days Past is a healing bonus, but I'm not running you for healing. Looks like I'm gonna have to grind Veneer. Because you do a lot of swirl. A lot of swirl. But, that's probably gonna be a while. In the meantime, we also got our hands on a whole bunch of people, really. We got Chevros. We got Shiori recently. Weapon and all. So I'm relatively drained. Part of the reason I want to clear up a backlog. Of course, we have Lena Farazan. Trying to think who else came out. Oh, I picked up a Fermine. I don't remember where, but I think I got some. No, I didn't get any constellations. Oh, right, this was the event one then. We also got me whenever we got Cloud Retainer. Gonna go pick up some more shells there. And beat up the crab more. Neglecting raising him, even though he's pretty good. He self-heals. He does self-plunge pyros things. Pretty good. Y'all already knew we had Charlotte, I think. If not, well, we have Charlotte. I updated y'all before that we had Navia. There she is in all of her glory. I didn't get her weapon, though. Actually, Shiori is the most recent person I've actually pulled for the weapon with. Just for an update on that.
If you are
Alright,
presently
how are we?
unoccupied,
Oh,
perhaps we could stop a
we're
while
running
at
pretty
one's
good.
abode for some repose and conversation.
Awesome, awesome. Alright, that's not finished capturing.
Time itself is exactly. But none of them.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Alright, that's my mining stuff. Now I gotta go pick up
Yeah! Skyward!
weapon enhancement crystals I made for weekly. Maybe we should also tackle the abyss. Because we're 3 points off from getting the, or 3 stars off from getting the version complete on that. You know what? Let's go beat up that crab. Give ourselves a little bit of a warm-up. How about Gaming? Because I want to say everyone else already has the standard boss drops they need except for Gaming. Okay. Gaming, okay, you're already broken. Broken. Yeah, I spent some time making sure I could. Yeah, he's ready with his. He just needs more of these and some more ice crystals, so that's easy enough to come by. Oh yeah, and I got enough for you. I think we can actually hunt for these today and be able to final send you. Okay, and there's the last one. So yeah, literally Gaming is currently the only one who needs any actual boss drops. And then I need to go pick up some seashells. So we'll do that. Oh wait, before I go jumping in there, make sure I actually got a plan going. Actually no, this plan's fine.
Yeah! Skyward!
What up?
No touching! Fire! Well, with rocks. For Rex Lapis! Access denied.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Watch out!
Stray
Healing.
cloud converge. Yeah! Skyward!
Boom!
Now you shall
Slice and
perish.
dice!
Ha! Ha! Ha!
I just shells off. Don't know how long it's gonna be
There
off
is
for.
no escape. Ah!
Hey there!
There we go. Got him. I think that gives us just enough to get Gaming up a level once, or up a level cap once we grab these shells. Alright. Alright. Let's go grab some shells. I'll be over here. This will be our starting point. I'm going to switch out Ganyu for Chi-Chi, so we have a detector. Oh wait, no. Don't need to swap in Chi-Chi. We have another option too now. Yanfei. Give her some spotlight that I haven't in a
Ready
while.
for trial.
Take a look at you real quick. I don't expect you to have anything good here. Yeah, level 1 sacrificial fragment, but at least it's rank 5. Let's at least give it a little bit of something here. Oh, insignificant chaos device. Oh, damn it. Okay. Fine. These aren't great. Yeah, she's not ready by a long shot.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
Do 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 do.
Illusion shattered!
Hiya!
Good. This out of the way. Alright.
Motion to compel.
Good going, Yanfei. I know that wasn't really much, but like, good going. Oh, I didn't even notice that this was here.
Yeah! Skyward!
Berries. Alright, alright, alright. I've been needing to clear out my backlog.
Yeah!
I just
Skyward!
never
Scatter!
really think about it much whenever I'm playing. When I do, it's usually late. I'm like, ugh, do it another time. And then that just keeps happening.
Yeah! Skyward!
So, you know. These Genshin streams are really good about getting me to do little bits of grind. And where the fuck is everything? Oh, I get it. I get it. It went the opposite direction. No wonder I felt lost.
Yeah! Skyward!
Why
Scatter!
shouldn't there be a path here?
Yeah! Yeah!
Ah, damn it.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah!
Hey there! Watch out! Hiya! Ha! Ha!
Do do do
Watch out!
do.
Ha!
Hell yeah. Why do I have the Tengu fan on? I meant to put this on. We might use that Tengu fan later if we do any Spectre hunting today.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Hello. Goodbye.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
This is not going to be what I'm looking for. I don't think it is. Yeah, I think it's just going to be chissing. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah!
Take a quick
Scatter!
look-see around, just make sure. Yeah, there ain't nothing there.
Yeah! Scatter!
I'm also not using interactive map, because, you know, I never do. I never learn my lesson there. But also, while I'm streaming, so I can lessen the load on my computer. Once more, it's all about lessening the load so we can actually enjoy what we're doing.
Yeah. Scatter.
Ah, there it is. Aha.
Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
I also have a new mouse.
Yeah. Skyward.
Oh,
Scatter.
since I played this. Granted, I got it a while ago.
Ho.
Oh, shit.
Make way for the Adeptus.
Be gone, foul creature of Satan!
Skyward.
Coming at ya.
Ow, ow, ow.
Insolent. Inazuma shines eternal. Ha!
Oh, great. I gotta figure out how to get these. Oh, wait. I have an idea. I'll need to kill these guys first, though.
Coming at ya.
Might be able to, Kazuha suck them up here.
Hey there.
It's like, they're here, so, you know, I want them.
All right, let's head into the wind.
There we go. Thanks, Kazuha. You know what? I will put on Chi since she heals. And I don't have a shielder here. And I don't have to like tie it to retainer's burst. Easy dubs, I keep hearing that Arlecchino's not going to be able to be healed by other party members. That's a peculiar design. She also is going to have like a self-heal and a mono-life kind of thing, but like, that's still a very peculiar design choice.
There is no escape. Yeah. Skyward.
Why did you try to change my camera? I was doing my thing. Was it because I was doing the jumpy?
Over here.
Yeah. Scatter. Yeah. Scatter. Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
Nah. That. Another chissing. It's trying to lead me to. Core Lapis. Hard to tell. Very hard to tell.
Skyward. Scatter.
Whee! That's a shit. Ah, here's a Chisig. Seashell. Alright. Let's take on these things, since we seem to be low on their materials. Let's go ahead and activate this. Oh, they're all getting up. Alright, let's do this.
Illusion shot. Remove all obstacles. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah.
Opening box of Adepti tricks.
Now you shall perish. Ha! There is no escape.
Do 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 do.
Fire! Well, coming at ya. Hey there!
Ow, ow, ow.
Coming at ya. Orders given. Orders received.
Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal. Gah!
There we go. That's all of them. Good job, team. Alright, now that I've pretty much cleared that out, pop over here, because I know there's shells over here.
Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
There you
Hello. Want to die?
Hey there. There is no escape. Scatter.
Go. Fire! Well, coming at ya. Coming at ya.
I mean, if you want to die, so be it. Oh, are these just gonna be chasing? Yeah, and it's gonna bother my radar until I grab them. Could ignore them, but just get this over with.
Skyward.
Do, 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 do.
Skyward.
Do, 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 do. There's 3 up here. Pretty good if you're raising a gun, you.
Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
Hello there! Boom.
Yeah.
Watch out! Hiya! Life goes on.
Yeah. Scatter. Skyward.
Do 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 do.
Huh.
All right. Oh, it was a poor Lapis. This stuff getting my detection. There we go. Hi there.
Attack! That's the way.
Yeah. Scatter. Skyward.
Wheel of Life. Sacred name. Fortune Preserver.
Torn to oblivion. Huh.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
I remember those things used to actually be a threat to me. Ah. Such a long time ago now. It's been out, what, 3 years now?
Yeah.
Same.
Skyward.
Okay, that's violet grass I'm detecting. I'm gonna get back over here.
Skyward. Scatter.
Yeah, there we go. There's the shells.
Yeah.
Loop.
Yeah. Skyward.
All right. We passed the 30-minute mark.
Yeah. Scatter.
And see if this goes to hell in a handbasket at the hour mark.
Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
Hello there!
Seize the skies. There is no escape.
Hey there!
Now you shall perish.
Damn, way to go, me!
Shine down.
They're usually a bit more of a pain in the ass, so it probably helps I froze it in place for a moment.
There is no escape. Ha!
Do 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 do. Wrong button.
Coming at ya!
Do 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 do. There we go, more shells.
Yeah! Skyward!
Hello, everyone.
Torn to
Please
oblivion.
die. Thank you.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Boom, bitch.
Hey there!
I love how Claptraitor can just get up on those platforms. Great.
Coming at ya!
Ooh, I always need more scrolls, it seems. Ooh, sweet. I got a full lineup. Hell yeah.
Coming at ya! Coming at ya!
The power of shotgun.
Yeah! Yeah!
Another shell. Ooh, berries. That's probably violet grass or something that I'm detecting there.
Yeah! Skyward!
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Hey there! Hiya!
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just trying to send me back
Got
there.
her.
Alright, that's the end of this little section, it seems. Well, not completely, but like, I think I've gotten all the shells I can. Let's go beat up that crab again. Yeah, switch back on Ganyu. Or a Hydro character or something for this.
As per our contract.
Ganyu will do though.
Got her. Illusion shattered. Boom.
Glaze over. Born of ice and frost.
Make way for the Adeptus. Inazuma shines eternal.
Slice and dice. Hell yeah.
There is no escape.
Attack! Watch out!
That went really well. Holy shit.
Torn to oblivion.
Like, that went insanely well with that plunge, swirl, cryo combo thing that we did. That went very, very well. Alright, Gaming, I think we can level cap break you now. Yes, we can. Boom, baby. Alright, just need some more of that. 31 of that. Yeah, 31 of that, and then 18 more of that. Now I already prepared the pyro crystals for him. Oh, wait. He, giving me a standard wish thing, which I need to actually check on. How many standard wishes do I have? 18. Oh, I can go ahead and use some then. Here we go. Whoosh. Ooh, a Lisa Con. Hell yeah. That's rare as shit. Oh wait, no, I already have her at C6. Because I've picked her up at the fucking other thing. The shop. But still, that was really good for me. Hell yeah. Alright. Now, let's go look for Danger Blooms. There aren't a lot of them, but there's some. They only really grow in like 2 places. Do, 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 do. Ooh, berries. Also, it is a crime that we still don't have seeds for dendroblooms. Like, what the fuck? Come on. That's more crystal marrow. Not worried about crystal marrow.
Can't catch me.
I only got that because I was already kind of in the area there. Hello.
Punished. Leave it all to me.
Fall in. It's showtime.
Showtime indeed.
Power flows through me.
Let's roll.
Oh, maybe.
Ice and snow.
All right. No, where did that
Can't catch
tune
me.
come from?
My golly! Hey! Attaboy!
Observe. Steady as stone. Time to
Boom! Y'all down? Yeah, they're all down.
I'll catch up.
Also, I got a red horn thrasher for Noelle in my attempts to get Shiori's weapon. So, you know, I also got another perma banner, or the Skyward Spine, and the perma banner Claymore. So, 50-50 losses weren't a total bust. Even if it ate through a lot, I think it came out mostly on top. Okay, guys. You guys want to throw down, we'll throw down.
Fall in!
Flags fly. I must leave no stone unturned.
Who wants some of this?
Boom! Alright, just in time for the ult to wear off.
Can't catch
Hi,
me.
welcome to the stream. Fake Jesus. Do 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 do. That's not what I'm looking for. What brings you here today? Or how'd you find the stream?
Can't catch me.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Can't catch me.
Treasure orders, alright.
Everyone
Boogie.
on me.
Strike is one. As a good knight should.
That tingle. I mean, do you? You're about to get fucking got. Mandela catalog is not the same. What?
The wrong wrong test subject.
Someone needs assistance.
How is that related? Alright, let's pick up the Dendra Blooms. If I do this right, this should be my last needed run for Dendra Blooms currently. But I should look into getting like a harvesting path every now and again. The fuck is a Dendra Bloom in all of this thicket? Oh, there it is. There we go. You're not a doppelganger?
Can't catch me.
Aw, that's so mean. You'll give me an identity crisis.
Can't catch me.
Alright.
Can't catch me.
I literally just did that boat. Or are you a fish? Well, I'm a doppelganger. Don't let the fish fool you. Did Ina send you? This seems like one of Ina's jokes. Call me a fish.
Follow me. Charge!
Flags up! And step. Steady as...
Let's roll! Oni coming through!
Skadoosh.
Attaboy! Can't catch me.
Freeze. Fry.
Let's roll!
Picked the wrong
There we go.
test subject.
Now, if they'd be ever so kind. Point me in the direction of the next Dendro Bloom. I'll be quite on my way. Ah, it was a trap!
Attaboy!
Observe!
Ah, it was a bigger trap!
Fall in!
Observe!
It was an even bigger trap! Jesus! Where do all these guys keep coming from? Go away! Alright, now where's my Dendra Bloom? Oh, there it is. There's two here. Where's the other one? There it is.
I'll catch up. someone needs assistance.
Hello, good sir.
I must leave no stone un...
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Mono
Break a
Geo?
leg!
It's showtime!
Do, 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 do. Oh, is it in here? No, it was in the trench. Okay. No, that checks out. Ooh, only capital. Neat.
Let's roll! Advance!
Observe!
Say no more! Bam!
Skidoodly.
To the very
That treasure hoarder didn't give a fuck what was happening to that guy.
Attaboy!
Treasure hoarders cannot swim. Gotcha. Kinda weird. But they cannot.
Rally!
Your grand finale! Observe! As a dutiful maid would. Yeah.
Voila! Oh, where's the specialty? Oh, it's just some of these. Okay. I gotcha. Well, not interested in these. Going back for more dendro blooms. Now there's a couple more over here. Yeah, they're in that cave over there, which I'm gonna need to slingshot over from or run over from. After dealing with that Hilitroll, more than likely. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Alright, no, we're just booking it. We're booking it. Okay, we're booking it. Running. Alright, we made it. There are radishes around here. Carrots. There we go. Alright. I think that's all the dendro blooms I can get. Now, Chiori! Yes! Ready to ascend. Hell yeah.
Of course, as a master of my craft, my hands will never shake while cutting fabric. But I'll admit, the excitement and anticipation has my heart really beating right now. Thank you for staying with me the whole time I worked on this piece. It is extremely important to me. I now have far more confidence in myself as I embark on the next step of my journey.
Aw, that's sweet. Now here, get to level 90. I officially need to EXP farm again. But that can wait. Now that's cleared out, we're gonna go fight Crabman again. Change up the team. Yeah, we use Dendrobloom against him.
The Temple of Wisdom! Here! Yeah!
Uphill battle!
Sight clear.
All eyes on me!
Watch and learn. Come at me.
Billowing surge! Let's move out. I'm seeing stars. This dance is for you.
Skadoosh!
Positions.
Scanning.
Rest and rebuild.
There he goes. Hell yeah. Alright, now that all that's done, teleport over here. Heal up a tick. Swing back over to this team. We'll change out Ganyu for... Actually, no. We'll keep Ganyu on there for now. Alright, for the real meat of things. We have all of these to do. Navia time.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Navia!
It's Navia!
Hey, girl.
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
No plans in
How
particular.
about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of. Stocking up on materials, confirming construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
On Spina de la Sur affected too?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date. Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Wow.
Zhongli
Looking like a true
contracts
president.
intensify.
You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court, I'm always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then, since Maloose loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own. But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
Oof.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
He just hands us what looks like a doctor's note.
Wait, there's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Okay.
Ma'am, you're using
but I can
hieroglyphics, not
definitely see
shorthand.
how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe you standardize shorthand symbols next time?
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself. I thought that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Yep, that's the
Let's
plan.
hope you don't forget anything
Oh, actually,
like life-saving
since we
medicine
talked
or
about
some
the
shit.
reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can just catch a boat and head over. It won't take long at all.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
It'd be a pretty
Then
nice
let's go.
break, too.
We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry. I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
Isn't that motorboat you fucking used in your, one of your character travelers? Because that was dope.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there. The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
De Azura is one of the main sponsors for the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di
question.
Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub, so there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
If the rest of Spina didn't see a point to having a 4th line.
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought. My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it. From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
Awesome.
All right, then let's head out. It'll be a while before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person? Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth, so you probably don't remember her at all.
She was very dead.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously. While my papa was stiff like a board, my mother was supposedly super cheerful and funny. Their complementary personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws. My father would run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Sounds like they were not just a well-matched couple, but fantastic business partners as well.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her. But sometimes I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived? Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always
think
associate
Silver
the
liked
line with
naming
her
his
in my
sword.
heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea. I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab my goldfish crackers.
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the past. But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even
Alright, I
my
got it.
parents, have already overcome so many obstacles.
I accidentally hit the button.
Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up. We've reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
We rebuilt it to look just as
Do you
dank.
think she's doing all right? Okay. Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Yeah, the story just really wanted to kick the shit out of Navia, didn't it? Where the fuck are you? Oh, you're down here.
Boss, you're back! Traveler and Paimon, welcome back to Poisson.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
Hey, I can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance. We did hand over some of Malus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Yeah, we contacted a sculptor about the job, but they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that we want to use first.
You're commissioning a statue?
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue of my parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and the town of Poisson. But since my father was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt, I thought this would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis and everything they did.
Me?
Should Navia be featured
I'm
too?
just the newbie president that's running around and causing everyone trouble. Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire country?
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol. Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
I think it'd just be a matter of time.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
Mm-hmm. We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callis. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you.
Oh, hi, Kratos. Welcome to the stream.
No need for
Thanks
all
for the
that.
lurk.
Let's decide on a design right now. Hey, you! Come over here with me.
What are you
Modeling
doing?
a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
That's,
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
Aww.
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Well, what do you think? Got any ideas?
Shouldn't you be running the show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone. So
Get
I
it?
want to
Make
pick
it a
your
statue
brain for
set
a
in
bit
stone.
and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
How about a
A
happy
happy
pose?
pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs? That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off. Forget it, let's try something else.
I think looking off into the distance will be the correct one.
Ah, by that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea?
I'll make it look
Sure.
like they're
Let's give that a
watching over
try.
Pusan.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate. Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you can see, every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
Paimon, you
But
goober.
there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Wait, but we can't do that. Very few people would see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Really? Imposing. Alright.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Pulls out our umbrella shotgun.
This
Oh, that's not
pose,
imposing. That's smug as
It
shit.
makes me recall Spina di Rasula's glorious golden age.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person? If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Well, tabloids did indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist to choose a new alias. You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts. Let's try to come up with something else.
So, none of the options? Okay. I like that. Because Navia has her sunglasses.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right. Paimon's all out of brain juice now, too.
Oh, don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups. Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time. Oh, outfits! Oh, that's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two. Her name is Adele.
Oh, Paimon remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me, and she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too. I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift. But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Damn.
Don't worry, boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
At least this way we got some cool pictures.
Yeah, you're right. They'll have some value as souvenirs at least.
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought. After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You'd say that familiar, briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have you back, Coulter. You look as well as ever.
And this guy is?
Is Melissa dead?
Let me introduce you.
Or
This is
reabsorbed?
Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the fortress of Meripede some time ago. But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Have you
Wait,
not
nobody
heard
told this
anything
guy?
at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask for any more details. Do you mean Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
A little bit.
Oh, looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case, a lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two. They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
We're in the fortress ourselves. Where were you?
But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Oh, credit to Paimon.
Now you suddenly resist taking a dig at Paimon?
Nice.
I'll give you the
Spina di
props when you
Rosula
deserve
always
it.
seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
About that.
About that.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
It looks the same to me, but
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
What did you say? This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right? You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth. They weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
Malus and Melissa, dead. They're just gone? Malus, I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
he's sad.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
Okay.
Oh, he's about to get hit by the Archon reveal. Fuck. Oh, we're not doing a little time skip for that? Okay. And then it turns out that Farina wasn't actually the Archon, but she kinda was, but wasn't. She was a human created to parallel the Archon and house her powers, but wasn't her. Does that make sense? I'm probably making it sound more complicated than it was.
All of this, it's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
I've not personally experienced all
I
those
think
events.
you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melus's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
Hell yeah.
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Who the hell's Romeu?
Romu?
Huh. Not a name I've heard before either.
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the Court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether, and the split was on extremely bad terms.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah, you could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
Could have been the first time a dispute like that happened, right?
Oh, that's a good point. If Callis was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Oh yeah, it eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callis's side.
Huh. I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callis's child.
So
Only
they
then?
thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough. They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side. Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeu and his people cut ties with the Spina, and never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again. Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while. But as long as they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
Huh. I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeu had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeu's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
If they are doing
Thank you
shit,
for
that's
that, Flora.
fine. If they are,
And Coulter,
hope
thank
we
you for
find out.
telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a
Also,
moment right
I just
now?
sort of realized
How about we go out for a walk?
that
I've heard so many
from the way that
incredulous
they're
things
talking about
today. I'm finding it
with
a
the,
bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just
titles, I
never
guess you
see
call
them
it?
again.
They're calling her Miss
In that
Clementine.
case, why don't we go back to the court?
And so
I
my
can pick up
guess
Adele's
is that
uniform while we're there as well.
they never got the
It'll
chance to
save
get married.
Laurent's guys a trip. Want to come with me
Which
again,
is
you
why
two?
her being
You don't
pregnant would have
mind,
made
do you,
them
Coulter?
think she betrayed them
Of course. That's fine by
at
me.
that point instead of
Then
a
let's
previous
go.
point.
Paimon feels like a
Because I was
lot
working on
teaching
the
this
assumption
visit.
before that they were married, but if they're just using Miss and not Mrs., that's my guess of why they felt betrayed in that moment and didn't expect it or try to have her step down as mediator beforehand if they found out she was pregnant.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's go.
Orb? Orb. Hydroculite. Ghetto.
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Do. I haven't really walked out of Poisson like this. Yeah, there's even somebody here.
Every kind of fish you could want. What can I get you?
You sell fish, dude? Hell yeah, you do. Some more crab. Do I need to pick up any of this? Not a lot of that. I don't have a lot of this. I know it's a specialty, but I'm picking that up. Because it can be used for cooking too. Hell yeah. Is there anywhere of a note nearby? Okay. Sure that was for something. Hi, Alicia!
Yeah!
Are we
Welcome to the stream.
This time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip.
Welcome,
Once
welcome,
we're there,
welcome.
We can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds
Aw, I
good.
love you too.
I haven't walked this road in a long time.
As you can see, we're playing Genshin Impact today. We're doing Navia's story quest.
Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, it's over there.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Let's take a break.
Let's have a picnic.
Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Yeah.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court.
Sounds like a
Melissa and
pain.
I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callis was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich, so of course we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
don't really think that's a bad thing, though.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Hell yeah.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more. Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Maloose and Silver used to take care of tasks like this. Okay, the stove's looking good. And as for the ingredients, seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients of all. Oh, would you?
I don't need snacks. I have a whole
but
meal
it would be
here.
too
Hell
much
yeah.
to ask you to go on a trip just for those.
We should contribute to making the macaron too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
I'm hungry
Oh,
myself. but
that's
I
great.
don't know
Then I'll leave
what
the
to
ingredient
eat.
gathering
So
to you.
I ate
As
some
long as we
goldfish
have some
crackers
sweet
and some
flours
peanuts.
and wheat, I can start the baking.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
Sure do like licking that slime. Wheat and sweet flours. I have sugar, don't I?
Ah,
The
how did it
meal.
go? Did you find the ingredients?
I sure did. I have flour and sugar.
You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
These macarons are
It's
also
just a hobby.
enormous.
There's no need to praise me for it like that.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
Yeah, these things are huge. They're important things we must do.
I see. Is that why you have to always stay on the road?
You just happened to walk in on our little reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
Navia's right.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still
Yeah,
remember
seriously,
the delicious taste of
These
Navia's
things are as
macaron.
big as Paimon's
I
face.
understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water in celebration of this moment.
Too small. I heard something just now. Just some critter.
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the toast!
Cheers.
May your travels go smoothly, may the Spina continue to grow, and may our friendship last until the end of time. All
I kind of
set?
wish
Let's move out then.
the Traveler would use
I asked some old acquaintances in town to
elemental
make Adele's
sight
uniform,
as a radar.
so we should be able to
like
pick
we
it up
do.
right away.
That'd be cool. How's our progress in the story quest looking for our commissions? Done? Done and done. Hell yeah. It's what I love to see. Let's go turn this in then before we proceed.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Actually, Maybe even harvesting specialties was contributing to that. I didn't check.
Yeah.
Hi, hello!
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
Ah, the demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense.
The only
We all know what a talented businesswoman you are.
the only
Oh,
place in
and don't
town
forget,
that
she's the
sells
boss
hats
now.
big enough for Navia.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always liked to take even small things seriously.
Navia needs a hat
That's
bigger
not
than
the
an
only
elephant.
reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped up at home.
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete reasons. All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa, so as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well. But the Spina is very different now. She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
Two of you have contended with similar circumstances.
You could say that. By uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me, someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her
There's
a great
somebody
atmosphere to
creepily
grow
looking at
and
us.
thrive. She
Hey.
can commit to us
Hey, you
once she's
there.
older, and can really make that decision for herself.
So it wasn't just hearing things.
Is something up, Traveler?
Yeah, I need to go kick some ass. Someone's tailing us.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
I'll go check it out too. Coulter,
By the
please
way,
hold on to this
Lumine,
for me.
it tastes.
All right.
Are you wondering how Lumina tastes?
Paimon saw them too. They headed up.
Why am I walking?
Stop right there!
I'm saying that you have taste. Ah, okay.
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a lesson first.
Aye, aye.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
Come on, Navia solos this.
Feeling lucky? Coming at ya! Hiya!
Let's take a look at that weapon that she's using. I didn't pull this myself. Increase attack by 20%, flat, crit rate, nice. Parties obtain elemental charge and crystallize reactions while equipped character will gain 1 seal, increasing elemental skill damage by 18%. Seal lasts 15 seconds. Victor may have up to 2 seals at once. All equipped seals disappear 0.2 seconds after their elemental skill deals damage. I know, right? It's also a fucking battle axe. They gave her Noble Sublime, so she'd use her burst a lot more in trial mode. That's no surprise.
Attack! Attack!
You want it?
That's the way.
I do too, but like there were characters to get. Granted, I did pull for Chiori's
Now,
weapon, so I gotta
talk.
rebuild my
Who are you?
Primogem stock
And why were you tailing us?
for Arlecchino and Chlorand.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
Recognize your situation. Don't entertain any fantasies of escape.
How did it go, boss? Are any of you hurt?
If you thought they stood any chance against us, you were sorely mistaken. Anyway, stop playing tough and start
Can't fall for the
talking.
weapon banner
There
scan
won't
again.
be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage
It's not
gets involved.
necessarily a scam, it's just difficult
looking to
because
get
it doesn't have
vengeance
the
on
standard
Spina di
50-50.
We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
You actually know that name?
We were informed of
Well,
it
if
rather
you do,
recently.
Then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
I would advise you to calm the fuck down, bitch.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day. Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
Yeah, maybe leave us the fuck alone. But yeah, you're lying. You followed us all the way here.
You're pretty sharp, but so what? We didn't do anything. And now it should be pretty obvious that we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew. I am the current president of Spina di Rosula. If your boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him. I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
Now, if you persist in
understand.
attacking, we can't guarantee
Thank
your
you.
lives.
I'll let our boss know.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time. Understood?
Cox umbrella
All right.
gun.
We get it. Come on, let's go.
Are you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges, too.
Freaking out, I could never. I don't drink
Moreover,
myself. I am
when it
perfectly
comes to the
capable of fucking
Aquabus,
up without
I
assistance.
don't think what my father did was entirely correct either. If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
Yes. Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeu's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men,
then we're just gonna beat his ass.
On our
Simple
hands.
as that. I do
Yeah, those
drink,
guys
but only at
definitely didn't
home
look
or at
like
a
big
friend's
fans
place.
of yours.
And that's a really
I'd rather
safe way to
things
go
not go
about it
that
too.
far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore.
I wouldn't
It's
be
getting
so
late
sure.
already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Sonde again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Paimon, we hung out there
Sorry,
for a
that's
fucking
just what
week or
happens when you
something like
live near
that.
water and don't get much sunlight. Poisson's pretty much the same, though, so I've long since gotten used to it. We can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, though. Bet you there'll be people singing sea shanties, too. How does that sound?
That sounds bitchin'. Let's go.
That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
I'm a sucker for a good sea shanty. Paimon's completely detached from reality.
Skyward! Hit!
Oh, I forgot this was how I got down here the first time. Whee! Whee! There we go. That's really cool. Hey kiddos, what you doing? Oh, I think this is my daily commission that I didn't have to do. They're just trying to make their own clockwork mech. Wet shoes time. No, not the wet shoes.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Oh, so that's where you guys hang out whenever you're not doing daily commission stuff.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Whoosh.
Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
This little guy's
Totally.
having fun.
Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man, who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it. You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Cendre? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right now.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Just say what you mean. No problem.
Sit inside, wait for the banquet to begin. Oh, we're going inside there. Hi. Da 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 da. Y'all. Enjoy fantastic meals, well as a wonderful performance, and wow, this is scrolling out really fast.
Hello? Are you asleep yet?
Well, if I answer you. Have you?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest. Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Sure, we'll come.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
The information's coming from you.
I knew it. You really are my best partner. Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
I'm so asleep. Yeah, sure you are. Sure you are. Well, you best be off to sleep then.
Just say what you mean.
And as such, I'll do my usual thing where I tell you good night, and I hope you have pleasant dreams.
Skyward! Scatter!
Hello there, crabs. I always need more of your stuff right now.
Attack! That's the way. Hey there! Cha! Hiya! Coming at ya!
Shine down!
It was so uncalled for. What do you mean uncalled for? It's what I always do.
Access denied.
Dig.
Born of ice and frost.
I'm especially sensitive tonight. In a good way or a bad way? Any more diggy places? You know, maybe so. You don't know?
Yeah! Skyward!
Crazy?
Next on the agenda.
That make me crazy.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
But shouldn't fishing be all about, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Paimon's so
Well,
hooked
that's
on
one way
the
to enjoy
proper way to
fishing.
fish.
What do you think, Traveler?
I like Paimon's method. Manual all the
Then
way.
let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
Huh. It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother. As well as, my father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say.
Yeah, that
My mother never had
that
those
makes
kinds
sense.
of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood.
Those kind of
All the
expectations,
members of the
you know,
Spina
on account of
greatly
being
respected her
dead.
wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too. No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah, looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Maloose come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities.
Aw.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front
Shit,
of you
sunrise, we're not experiencing it together, what a
and pay
shame.
the price for your mistakes.
Yeah, sun is still high in this, well, not really high in the sky, but it's making its way down.
Sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. I wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight. Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes of the past. I want to be reasonable, at least. Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
Hell yeah. Now, how do these automatic rods work?
Wait, why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism. It was my first time putting one of those rods together. We
This guy
can't let
reminds
it
me
get
of
away.
you, such a deep,
Come on, you two.
beautiful, deep
Let's
blue
catch
color.
You
Shucks.
have that too?
I mean, my body is more of a nightly blue.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Navio, you forgot the hook. How? No
Stop
wonder you didn't
wasting
catch
time.
anything. You just had
The
a
boss ain't gonna
fucking
wait all day.
string.
We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I knew this guy was gonna be involved with them.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that makes it fair.
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure.
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today. See you tomorrow.
Let's try not to die.
So how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
Paimon dreamt that she danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
Huh.
Navia's face. That's a face I get whenever I make a pun to Ghastly. I swear that has to be what she's actually doing. Just where did you get that from?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
See? This guy gets it!
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm sure Adele will be happy to see you two again.
Paimon hopes she'll really appreciate your gift.
I hope so too.
Do 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 do. Oh, I see, I see. That is very pretty. Still has some of my coloration on there.
Here! Skyward! Scatter!
Adele, we're back! We brought you a gift from the court, too.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia would be fine.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise. Guess who's here?
It's been a while!
Paimon and me just look over our shoulder. Huh. Are you sure we brought anyone? It's you two. Oh! Even has a light like the plushie. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, the whole gradient thing that's going on in the plushie's design. I gotcha.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case. I've heard that you also helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
You're really amazing!
Who would those be?
And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too! What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
A little suit.
Ah, it's a Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
Well, it's a gift for future you. When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed. But it's the Spina's responsibility to protect everyone as well. Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So I turned you down then
her
by
mother's
telling
going to
you that
worry
you'll
about
have
her
to wait
safety
until
until
you're
the day
older.
she dies.
But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it! Well,
Let's
thank you
just
so
hope
much,
you
Miss
predict
Navia.
her future
I'll
size
work
right.
hard and grow up as fast as I can.
Because
But
the chest
you can't
area
really
can be
grow
a
up
big
faster by
factor.
working hard. You've got to be patient.
Everyone, I'm really grateful that you
Height's a
remembered
big
my
factor
daughter's
too,
wish
especially if it's a
and took it
pantsuit like everyone
seriously.
else's.
Thanks to the protection of the Spina, even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
Oh, it's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
Huh? Is something up, Florent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
And nobody
What?
stopped them.
Explosives? What do they want?
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday. But Romeu and his folks must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them. We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
Why?
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation. Well, too late now, I suppose. Florent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Oh shit, they're gonna try and blow up the Aquabus line as vengeance.
They want to blow up the Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Romeo and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus, and the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Really?
Are they insane? There's tons of
Oh wait, yeah,
innocent
the
people in
Aquabus goes right over Poisson's entrance, doesn't it?
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible. That should save them from the worst of it.
Let's get everyone onto our ship. That should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go beat some
If
ass.
the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground. Let's stop their insanity first, then settle the score with them.
Got it.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Watch out, boss! What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
Nice
I thought
maneuver.
all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their plans all along. You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Not quite. Though I share their positions on some issues, I've never cared for his more radical ideas.
Radical? You just
And
try to
that's
kill
because
someone.
Out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
You better stick close to me.
Romeo promised me that he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know, but I swore that I'd kill you, even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little. And it was all because of you, Navia. Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Malus and Silver died because of you. And so many more dead. Everyone dead, all because of you.
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Yeah, it was indeed
Now
going to
you're
bed.
catching on.
Well,
I heard Malus was
have the
dead
most
the
fun,
moment I
Pookie.
got
Love you
out.
lots and lots.
Did you
Alright,
know?
good night, Licia.
Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Malus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aquabus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again. But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
So no
I
pleasant
once loved the
dreams, I'll
Spina
see.
and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all? Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing? Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your
I didn't
mistakes.
mean it when I said I was all
Yeah.
called for. I
Looking
panicked.
back on it now
Understandable.
as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was. But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness real?
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia, and my mom loves her too. I don't know how to explain it, but I like her, and that's that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sure
tell her,
Mr.
kid.
Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You're gonna have to. Boss, there's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
Man, no. Navia can beat his ass.
You think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this.
Oh,
But
thanks for the
love
hydrate and the
that I
stretch.
felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am.
Get that stretch in. There we go.
And even now, I will continue to
You
believe
stretch some
in
of it
that
back, doesn't
love.
hurt anymore. Good job.
So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Yeah, bro, Navia's gonna fucking wreck your shit. Did they expect Navia to be as fucking diesel as she is when they made this fight? Let's find out. No, I don't think they did.
This one's got your name on it. Attack! That's the way. Coming at ya.
Suck shit.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople. If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly, and don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
We'll be
Got
fine.
it, boss. I'm on it. Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know, but I have to go.
So while they're there,
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Gonna swap out Ganyu with Traveler.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
What artifacts we got? Energy recharge stuff. Hydro. Oh, wait, what about, Gladiator, Mechalent Hunter, Normal Charge, Golden Troop. Yeah, Golden Troop would be good. If we have enough to go around. Sounds pretty good. Why not lock this one? I'm probably get this HT main stat. Ooh, that had a bunch of good stuff on it. Yeah, let's use this one. There we go. Alright. Upgrade them all a bit. Do. Let's keep working on this one. Get the attack up. There we go. Alright, that'll be good for now. We don't need to go too gung-ho with it.
Hey there!
Yo, what
There
up?
is no escape! Skyward! Scatter!
Wipe out!
Ooh, these heal me back up. No people kept calling Hydro Traveler bad. We am not feral at all. Oh no. Saying that is pretty sus.
A proper send-off!
From this illusion shattered! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Go!
Also, weren't you going to bed?
They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Hey, bitches.
Inazuma
The Shogun will strike you down!
Shine!
They tanked that. That's no good.
Shine down! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
Watch out! scared to touch any of this stuff.
What is this?
Huh? There's a strangely shaped hole here. What is it for?
It looks like a keyhole, Paimon. It's kind of
Oh,
keyhole.
that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the people we just beat up has the key. Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
Alright, we need to search, rummage through their pockets. Here, help me pull off their pants.
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
I'm in bed with my eyes closed.
That should do it, right?
Well, if I mean, what?
Navi and Florent should be able to relax now.
We should still check the perimeter, just in case.
Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere, too. Let's go.
Oh shit, they're using a landslide up there to attack it.
They're gonna bury Priscilla!
Let's go! Let's go! Let's do this! Go, Super Traveler powers! Yeah! We need to do this shit more often. Do it again!
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Watch out, Navia! You can't block them all!
Look, I'm doing this the Spina way.
Let's smash them! Hell yeah! Oh, this music is pumping. Woo! You alright in there, Navia? Way to go, girl. Ah, gorgeous. Alerted, missing your son, seeing your life later. Scrolled by too fast for me.
I heard from Thierry that even they're your enemies now. They were once a part of Spina di Rosula. Do you plan to settle this privately with them?
I have nothing more to say to them. Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified, anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to. Please prosecute them in accordance to the law. Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
We will,
Sounds
however,
good.
testify
We're
in your
very
favor.
appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone!
And we had a
so
bitchin'
cool.
scene, too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Luckily, we were just in time.
Look a little pale.
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well. Seems like Romeu really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Got it. That's good at least.
Hell yeah.
Coulter, I can understand how you feel. The things that we lost, they're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious. I am not Callus, and I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew. I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control. In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula. But once you're discharged from the fortress again, you're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
Thank you, Navia.
But if you try to pull this shit again, there's going to be an umbrella shotgun in your mouth. Capiche?
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line. I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again.
I hope there's like
Seeing it still
some
standing
sort of
there,
thing where we
tall and
help
proud, it makes me really
rebuild
happy.
the Callus line, just
What
like we
happened
did
while we were
the
gone?
Jade Chamber.
Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Just give her some time.
It's okay, everything's fine now.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left. Traveler, I want to ask you something. And please, tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Of course.
That's good then.
The rare
Hearing
talking traveler.
It brings me more relief than I can say.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
You want some macarons?
I feel quite a bit better. But I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
That's because you never heard you doubt yourself
I
before.
used to think that
Or
I'd
I've
never
heard you
doubt
yourself
myself.
before.
But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life. Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made? Has my existence made this world a better place?
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough. No matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well. There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Hey, you started off sounding suspicious, now it sounds like
I hope you can understand that I can't deal with
like
any
a,
more
surprise
shocking
party.
revelations right now.
But I'm gonna guess it's the statue.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
This
Probably the
was
statue.
supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town. We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished, but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before, so I've decided
We present
to
to
show you the
you
designs before the
an
final product was
unfinished
done.
rock.
Do I really look that bad?
Yes.
Well, if you're ready,
You look
I'll
beat to
unveil the
hell.
present.
Emotionally. That rock slide gave us the perfect giant
This
boulder.
is Papa, Mother, and me.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
I mean,
It is indeed.
it's a concept art.
To be
for it.
honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
Sneaky.
How could we only have statues of Mr. Callis and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you, not the glory days.
That's what we believe as well.
Aww. Also, always believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
Raving the ties together, quest complete.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you. Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never obtain. To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all.
Well, let's go through all your dialogue
It
options.
seems like looking back on it, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me. Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan. I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines.
Alright, final bit.
It seems like I start looking back on it. I'm honestly... Oh, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me?
It was only 20
Please
minutes
don't say
ago.
that
Are you
again.
cringing
It's
already?
super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything. Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it. Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.
Yo. I love you, Navia. Alright. It's one story quest. Done and done. Now, which one should we tackle next? That's the question. I think next we'll hit up Cloud Retainer. Well, we aren't going to go there yet. That's just being unlocked for the next time. Now we go about this.
We've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Outsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
Can we play Banker next time?
Ad Astra Abyss.
Alright, with that, I'm going to end things for today. I think getting that story quest done is some good progress. Alright, also, friend Gastly's live. So I think we'll go hit her up. She's playing with Tenchi and maybe somebody else. I don't actually know. So with that being said, let's just use this to fast travel to it. There we go. Alright, with that being said, I'd like to wish you all a fond farewell, and thank you for stopping by. If you like this, of course, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because it really helps me out. So, until next time, everyone, fare thee well. Now let's raid!